Caracas, Venezuela is a city of contrasts. It's a place where the old meets the new, and where tradition and modernity coexist in a fascinating blend, with modern skyscrapers next to old colonial buildings. But there's something curious about Caracas. It's split in half, with part of the city in another state. This division isn't just a line on a map, it's a real boundary that affects daily life. This unusual fact has shaped the city, and still affects the people who live there. The division influences everything from governance to public services. Imagine living in a city where crossing the street could put you in a different state. This unique situation creates a distinct experience for its residents, like crossing the border from Sweden to Finland. The city being split isn't just a weird geography fact, it's part of daily life. It influences social interactions, economic activities, and even cultural events. This unusual situation comes from history, government decisions, and the growth of a busy city. The division is a result of complex historical and political factors. Over hundreds of years, Caracas changed from a small colonial town to a huge city, with its borders changing many times as more people moved in. Gap 1S. To understand this division, we need to delve into the rich history of the region. We need to go back in time, to the very origins of the city. Caracas was founded in 1567 as Santiago de León de Caracas, a small Spanish town nestled in a strategic valley near the coast. This provided natural protection and fertile land. As the city grew, it mostly stayed in the valley, expanding slowly but steadily. It was surrounded by land that belonged to nearby provinces, creating a patchwork of territories. However, things started to change in the 1800s, a period marked by significant upheaval and transformation. When Venezuela became independent from Spain, the new nation had to redefine its identity and governance. The new country changed how it was organized, redrawing state lines and making new ones to better manage its territories. This reorganization included the creation of new administrative divisions and the adjustment of existing boundaries. Caracas, now the capital, was right in the middle of these changes, becoming a focal point of political and administrative activity. And here's a big twist. In 1881, something happened that would shape the future of the city. They created the Federal District, a new administrative area designed to give the capital more autonomy. This area was later called the Capital District, or Distrito Capital, reflecting its central role in the nation's governance. To create this district, they took land from the nearby state of Miranda, making a separate area just for the capital. This was supposed to give Caracas more control and make things easier to run, centralizing administrative functions. But it actually started the city's unusual geographical split, creating a unique administrative challenge. As Caracas kept growing, it spread beyond the Capital District and into Miranda, blending the boundaries of the two regions. And this is why treating the Capital District was a big moment for Caracas. The Venezuelan government wanted a strong central government and looked at other countries for ideas. The United States, for example, had made Washington, D.C. a separate federal district, and Venezuelan lawmakers liked that idea. President Antonio Guzman Blanco, who led this change, wanted a modern and impressive capital for the new nation. He thought the Capital District would give the government more control over the city's growth, resources, and how it was run. It would be a symbol of progress and national unity. But making the Capital District didn't stop the city from growing. Caracas kept spreading out because more people moved there and the economy grew. This growth went past the lines of the Capital District. Today, Caracas is in two states, the Capital District, which is the center, and Miranda, which includes the areas around the city. This creates a unique situation for the people living there. For some, the division is just a technicality, a line on a map that doesn't affect them much. But for others, it's a real difference. People in some neighborhoods might go to a different state for work, school, or even government services. This division also affects things like roads and buses. Managing things like public transportation, trash collection, and road repairs needs teamwork between two different governments, each with its own plans and money. Even with the challenges, the people of Caracas have embraced their city's unique identity compared to others, with a super vibrant culture. They even joke about crossing the border for a cup of coffee or going to the park. This lighthearted approach to their situation showcases their resilience and sense of humor. Caracas's story shows how geography, history, and people's lives are always connected and changing. The ongoing development in Caracas is great for the city's dynamic nature and the adaptability of its inhabitants. The city being divided instead of breaking it apart has actually made it stronger. Community events and collaborative efforts have fostered a sense of unity and shared purpose. I guess now that the 1881 development was actually good. It has made the people resourceful and adaptable, and they've learned to live in their divided city with resilience and even a little pride.